Howdy folks, how you doing? My name is Pineapple. Welcome back to the channel. Today I am super excited to talk about the trader role because, I'm sure if you guys have been following this channel for a while, you know I am super excited about this role in general. Obviously, I will be covering all of the roles in detail on this channel. However, if I was not a YouTuber, if I was just playing, the trader role would be the first one I was maxing out and probably the only one I was maxing out. So yeah, that's how excited I am for it. But regardless, we're going to read off the section of the newswire that talks about the trader, and then we are going to deep dive into it, and hopefully I can give you guys some context that maybe you haven't seen on other parts of YouTube. So hopefully we can knock all that out, but we're going to jump in here and talk about the trader role. So it says, your trusted camp companion Cripps has long dreamed of starting a trading outpost, and you're going to help him make that happen. By becoming a partner in the fledgling Cripps trading company, combining Cripps's lifetime of working with animal materials and your skills at hunting and frontier security, you'll have the perfect ingredients to develop a thriving business. Once you're operational, you'll provide Cripps with materials through hunting animals. Steam pelts and carcasses will provide better yields. You'll also be able to take on resupply missions to acquire additional necessities through less than savory tactics. Once supplied, Cripps will begin turning the materials into sellable goods, which can then be sent out on low-risk local deliveries for payment or across greater distances for a premium. Improve your hunting yields with a hunting wagon for larger hauls, or upgrade your delivery wagons for larger sales. As businesses flourish and your presence becomes known in the market, your competition may grow jealous of your success, so keep an eye out for raids on your camp. As your trade grows, you might consider purchasing a camp dog from Wilderness Outfitters. Not only are dogs great companions for all players, but a trader of sufficient rank can teach their dog to warn of incoming attacks. And now that's actually going to be where I stop this, because we've gotten a lot of context as far as a lot of the stuff that they've already mentioned has gone, except they don't either explicitly say it, or they released it in a picture and they didn't point it out with an arrow like, hey, this is what we're talking about. So right there at the end where it says a trader of a sufficient rank can unlock a dog, right? It doesn't say totally unlock a dog. It almost implies that there's two levels of dog security. I have a pupper who'll basically lick the intruder, like, hi, how are you? It's good to see you. And then there's the other dog that'll bite his leg off, which is basically what they're doing. I'm assuming it's going to be the same dog, and you just kind of teach that dog how to bite somebody's leg off. But when you go to buy the dog for the first time, say you're a level 1 trader, you go to Wilderness Outfitters, it's the first thing you do, whatever, that dog will not be a warning sound for your camp. It will not be able to defend camps. It won't be able to do pretty much anything the way that this is reading to me, because if you look at this tokens screenshot, a defense logo on the dog is actually available for trader level number 6. You're gonna have to go from 0 to level 6 before you can even think about making your dog useful in a way that isn't just to, make you feel good, because who doesn't love a good pupper? But now I want to shift focus to the wagons. So it seems like there's going to be two different sets of wagons as far as the trader goes specifically. There's the hunting wagon, which you take out, that looks to be somewhat small. That wagon is basically for going out on missions, getting things like, animal pelts and animal carcasses, and bringing them back to Cripps. I don't know if you'll be able to take that same wagon to the butcher and just sell everything. It kind of seems like you won't be able to, because they reference upgrading your delivery wagon for larger sales. And I'll reread that quote right here. It says, improve your hunting yields with a hunting wagon for larger hauls, or upgrade your delivery wagons for larger sales. When you look at it from that point of view, it's like, all right, so I'm gonna have a wagon that lets me, maybe it's just my personal wagon that I take from the camp to go hunt, and then I bring it back, and then I'm gonna have a much beefier wagon, probably with reinforced wheels, etc., that is going to help me get things from A to B. And that is also reinforced by the tokens menu that we saw, because if you look, there is different, and this might be one wagon or it might be the other, but there is a wagon wheel that you can actually unlock as the trader, and this is only on level 6, so we have no idea maybe if they're going to, sprinkle them through here, and then only a level 12 trader can unlock, wagon level number 3 or whatever. We don't really know. They haven't given a lot of, information on that, but it does look like you'll have to progress through the ranks to get a better wagon. You won't just be able to buy one in off the cuff. And then on top of that, you're gonna have to spend rank tokens on them, which you only get by progressing through the next level. And you can only progress through the next level by, you guessed it, doing trader activities. So it really looks like they're putting a lot of emphasis on progression here because they really want people to have content to play through, which I think is awesome because, you know, as a YouTuber, I'm excited to cover stuff, and I know everybody is excited to just be able to play the game and actually have things to do. So I'm really excited for the general look and feel of the trader. Now, one thing, or two things, I guess, that I have seen a lot of people talking crap about online that I want to address in this video just so it's as cohesive as possible is PlayStation 4 players actually get the Butcher's Table for free, and that's going to be 15 gold bars for everybody on Xbox. Now, I saw a lot of people curious as to why this was happening, and maybe they're just newer players, so I'm here to explain that as well. PlayStation, Sony, and Take-Two, or Rockstar, have a deal for the life cycle of this game. So this entire game, Red Dead Redemption 2, will have bonuses coming out on PlayStation, I think for the first few years. I don't think it's permanent, but I know it's not for just a year. I know it's for longer than that, because we're already nearing the tail end of it, and they've only done like 5 special updates. So that's where that comes from. It's a back-end deal between Take-Two and Sony that Rockstar has to honor, essentially. So they probably needed to add something to PlayStation that was like worthwhile, so they were like, well, let's just give them, you know, one of the starter things. And then of the 3, the best one, arguably, is the trader, and so they were like, we'll just give them that one then. And so that's where that came from. Now, the second thing I've seen people really upset about is the fact that it's the Grand Theft Auto online business model. Now, I know a lot of you guys aren't as familiar with Grand Theft Auto, so a quick overarching view of that is it's very similar to this. So essentially what you're going to do in Grand Theft Auto is go out and buy a business of some sort, and then you're going to enter that business. You're going to have to pay for the upgrades, and then you can pay to either resupply it, or you can go get the cargo yourself to resupply it. And then once it is stocked, once it's fully supplied, it begins to turn those supplies into usable goods. And then once those usable goods, I mean, normally they're narcotics of some sort, but once those usable goods are processed and ready to be sold, they are moved by you. So you have to not only take the stuff there and then wait for it to process, that you then take those goods to the market yourself, or to the customers yourself. And a lot of times in Grand Theft Auto, they're just drop-off locations. I have a weird feeling they will not be drop-off locations in Red Dead Online. I have a feeling they will probably be more in the neighborhood of like, okay, take this to Tumbleweed's Butcher, you know what I mean? Or take this to so-and-so in this town. I don't think they're going to be random. I think they're going to be from town to town, just because that fits a little more with the role-playing aesthetic. You wouldn't really be dropping off a full wagon worth of, you know, made goods to like McFarlane's Ranch. I mean, McFarlane's Ranch is a bad example. You totally would do that for them, but regardless, everybody else probably not. And then last but not least, we are actually just going to cover the unique skills and items that they are adding here. I'm not going to list everything off because some of these are just like kind of ethereal. They're not actually advantages that you're getting with the trader. They're like skills that you get later in the tree, so listing them off here would just be kind of confusing. But what you can get, and not all of these are available level 1, some of them are, some of them aren't. So you can get a stew pot, which is essentially the stew pot that you're probably used to seeing either from the story mode in regards to Pearson, or if you've only played online, you've seen it just outside of Blackwater. And then you'll be able to get special recipes that unlock making the stew pot worth more, or fortifying your cores, etc., etc. You get also an ingredients satchel upgrade, which we don't have any satchels right now, so I don't know if that's just meaning a space upgrade, or if that's literally referring to a satchel. The guy in one of the promo pics has a satchel. I don't want to say that's for sure going to be in the game. I was really excited about it, but I see a lot less people with satchels now. I like looking at all these, you know, promo images, and only one guy has a satchel. So I don't know if that's just a specific upgrade really far north in the trader tree, or if that is going to be something that is like more inventory numbers based than anything else. But you also can get a dog that warns you of incoming camp attacks, which we already talked about. You can get medium and large delivery wagons, a weapons locker, a lance knife, a materials satchel upgrade, and I don't think you'll be able to do both of those at the same time, ingredients and materials. I could be wrong. I hope I am wrong. I am actively hoping I am wrong on that, but it just doesn't seem like, you know, it kind of reminds me of the story mode where you had to pick which satchel you wanted. I think that's kind of what they're going for here, but I could be wrong. Like I said, a hunting wagon, a sturdy wagon fit for carrying multiple animal carcasses is the description there, and that is it. So that is everything that has been released in regards to the trader. Now, obviously, there's going to be a ton of more information about the trader once this update hits, but that is everything that I can find on the internet and pull together for you guys as far as information goes relating to this role. I am super excited about it. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys are as excited as I am. I mean, I know a lot of you are, and if you're not as excited for the trader as I am, let me know which role you're most excited for in the comment section down below, because that is one of my favorite things about this channel, is just to see what the community is thinking about the game in general. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think, like I just said, and that's gonna be it. So I'll see you guys very soon with a brand new Red Dead Online video. Peace.